You've definitely heard people say Apple is slipping behind in the AI race, but according to investment company Wedbush, the quiet giant is actually prepping for its most significant year ever in 2026. The invisible strategy becomes visible for a long time. Skeptics have pointed to Apple's invisible AI strategy, asking when they would ultimately walk into the ring. That wait ends in 2026. This is the year Apple has to prove the genuine worth of Apple Intelligence. How are they going to do it? By finally delivering us the redesigned Siri we've been waiting for. This isn't just a small change. Analysts expect the new Siri to be a direct competitor to high-end AI products like Perplexity and ChatGPT. To make this possible, Apple is apparently completing a big deal to integrate Google Gemini into their ecosystem, a relationship that was previously held up by a Department of Justice litigation against Google, but is now supposedly clear for an announcement. The hardware and the cook factor, but it's not just software. All of these AI developments are due to clash with the launch of the iPhone 18 range, which is predicted to spark tremendous demand. Now, there has been a lot of speculation about who will lead Apple during this transition. While some analysts are forecasting a change at the top, Wedbush is pressing down on the opposite. Tim Cook is staying. Despite the addition of high-profile talent like AI researcher Amar Subramanya, Wedbush expects Cook will continue in his role until at least the end of 2027 to supervise Apple's huge shift toward AI. So, what does this signify for Apple as a company? Wedbush has set a price target of $350, partly driven by the belief that 2026 will be the year Apple transforms AI into a big revenue stream. We might even witness the emergence of an AI subscription service, where you paid for those premium Siri features. Analogy to put it simply, if the AI race were a marathon, Apple would be the runner in the back of the pack, carefully pacing themselves and staying out of the spotlight. In 2026, they aren't just intending to catch up. They are planning to announce they've been wearing jetpacks the entire time, aiming to surge past the competitors just as the finish line comes into view. Shortly after the launch of the iPhone 17 range, Wedbush boosted its Apple price prediction from $310 to the then high of $320 due to demand. Now that the range has continued to show profit, and particularly in China, Wedbush naturally predicts the incoming iPhone 18 range will also be successful. That's in part because of what it characterizes as the tailwind from demand for the iPhone 17, but also because of projected revisions to Apple's portfolio. Wedbush agrees with prior conjecture that Apple will unveil an iPhone Fold in September 2026, adding that this will enhance demand. Wedbush does also, however, believe that Apple will hike the price of the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max by around $100. That's because of escalating component costs and how Apple's arrangements for memory will be renegotiated in 2026. Overall, Wedbush has warned its investors that it feels the street is underestimating Apple. It anticipates 2026 to be when the firm turns AI into a success. Apple is slated to introduce its premium lineup in September this year, and numerous fascinating features have already emerged. Following the design and camera advancements in last year's iPhone 17 Pro series, the iPhone 18 Pro series is likely to push the boundaries even further. Information on the display, camera, and chipset for both variants has already appeared online. The iPhone 18 Pro series is anticipated to feature a substantial upgrade in its display technology, with Face ID components incorporated directly into the screen. Both models will keep the dynamic island, but they are rumored to include a new left-aligned punch hole design for the front camera, providing viewers a sharper and more immersive viewing experience. The body frame is believed to stay identical to the iPhone 17 Pro series, while the rear panel will likely continue with a premium glass finish. In terms of size, the iPhone 18 Pro is predicted to have a 6.3-inch display, and the iPhone 18 Pro Max will likely offer a larger 6.9-inch screen. The back of the iPhone 18 Pro series may have a new mechanical camera module that lets you change the aperture for professional photos. A 3-layer stacked image sensor is also predicted, which might boost low-light performance. The sensor resolution is not expected to vary significantly, with the main camera likely remaining at 48 megapixels and the two secondary lenses at 12 megapixels apiece. However, internal hardware enhancements should result in greater overall image quality. The iPhone 18 Pro series may be slightly thicker than the previous generation to fit more powerful hardware. Reports say that the Pro Max variant could include a larger 5,100 mAh battery, which may make the gadget a bit heavier than before. Both the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max are also rumored to employ Apple's new C2 modem, increasing 5G connection and efficiency. Apple has not released the official price for the iPhone 18 Pro series. However, with the new technology and enhanced display, the cost may climb. Early indications imply that the price could jump by up to 10% compared to prior models. New rumors have indicated a big shift in Apple's plan for its upcoming iPhone 18 lineup, as the company intends to debut a new generation of CPUs, the A20 series, alongside better specifications for the base model and advanced satellite connectivity features. According to the South Korean research agency, the standard iPhone 18 will come with 12 gigs of RAM, mirroring the memory capacity that has so far been limited to Apple's Pro models. This represents the first time in Apple's history that it has decreased the performance gap between its regular and Pro iPhone models, especially in terms of memory and system optimization. The enhanced RAM will be combined with next-generation LPDDR5X memory, boasting a 6-channel design, delivering more bandwidth, greater power economy, and increased overall performance. Sources claim that this upgrade is necessary to support the expanding range of Apple Intelligence AI features, which demand higher processing power and memory. These include live translation, visual intelligence, and considerable upgrades to Siri's capabilities. For users, the change to 12 gigs of RAM across all iPhone 18 models is likely to solve a long-standing issue about Apple's base iPhones being hampered by artificial memory constraints, which sometimes forced programs to reload frequently and depleted the battery faster. Analysts believe this update will lead to a smoother and more efficient user experience. While some supply chain reports suggest Apple might reconsider this upgrade if component availability becomes an issue, most insiders expect 12 gigs of RAM to become the new standard for all iPhones starting in 2026, keeping Apple competitive in a market where higher memory capacities are becoming the norm. Leaks also implied that certain variants of the iPhone 18 series, namely the Pro and Pro Max, would offer full 5G satellite connectivity. Although modern iPhones already enable limited satellite functionality such as emergency SOS, Find My, and messages via satellite, these services require clear sky viewing and are restricted in reach. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.